You are now listening to the Art of Winning show with your host and co-host, Eddie Truck Gordon and Miyoko Taylor, two best-selling authors. Eddie Truck Gordon is New York Emmy award-winning fighter, UFC Ultimate Fighter champion. Miyoko Taylor is a celebrity personal development coach and thought leader. Both have mastered the art of winning. It's never too late to tap into your amazing, and remember, success has no age limit.
Welcome back once again, everybody. You are listening to the Art of Winning show. I am your co-host, Miyoko Taylor. And as always, I have the amazing, the incredible, the man himself, Mr. Eddie Truck Gordon here in the building. What's up, Eddie? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm super excited. I'm excited about our guest today because we always talk about success has no age limit, and we are breaking the mold. I am super ecstatic. I'm not even going to introduce him, Yoko. I'm going to let you. I'm fired up.
This show is I'm really excited about this show because just like Eddie said, success has no age limit. But just let me give you a little bit of some little insight about this young fellow we have on today. He is 11 years old, okay? He's one of the top athletes in the country. All right. And he's already, I repeat, this kid is already a certified Les Brown speaker. And I'm going to say it again, already a certified Les Brown speaker, and so much more. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the one, the only Christon, the Truth Jones. What's up, Christon?
What's up, Miyoko? Thank you for having me on the show, and I'm ready to have fun.
Good. So what did I leave out, man? I know there's a whole lot of things I left out. So tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, man.
I am a best-selling author and investor, award-winning certified international Les Brown speaker. I am the first achievement engineer. An achievement engineer is someone that builds you and designs you for success. I am also the CEO of Return on Investment, or ROI, where we help you invest in yourself to grow your income.
I love it. Let me tell you something. You got me so fired up, Mr. Dutch. I'm calling you the truth right now because you're the truth. You're speaking volumes. And to hear you speak, to hear how articulate you are at such a young age, it speaks volumes. I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter if I'm a professional athlete. I'm a father first, and my legacy is gonna be about how I can build up my kids and make them better men. And your mom, your parents are doing an amazing job, phenomenal job, and that speaks volumes. All your accolades, I love it. But more importantly, I just love the way that you carry yourself. So I'm excited. I'm excited for today's show.
Thank you.
So let me ask you a question, and I'll go first. You have to excuse me and Eddie. We chime in on each other all the time because we get so excited. So let me ask you first, how did you come up to becoming this speaker, this author? I mean, what led you to this particular point at 11 years old?
What led me here was my bullying. Back when I was playing football, it was my first year, I was getting bullied by my teammates. And during this time, I didn't know what to do because I hadn't been bullied before. So one night, I was sleeping in my bed, and I heard God speaking to me. And I just prayed to him to help me get out of this situation. The next day, when I go to practice, I just destroy the field. I'm blocking everyone, I'm tackling everyone, I'm just being phenomenal. And the next day, and that same day before practice, I was at school. I got my work done early. So while I had my free time, I was writing down some books or making my own stories because I love to read and I love to write. So right now I was writing down my situation. And when I got home, I told my mom I had wrote a book. And she had asked me if I wanted to get it published. At the time, I had no idea what that meant, but I knew it was going to give me some money. So I said yes. So after we went all through the publishing process, that's how I got here now.
Wow. So I want to. Bullying is such a huge thing today, and I know, Eddie, your spidey senses are probably tingling based on the word bully. So I know I'm going to get out of your way in a second. So, what was that whole process of being bullying like? I mean, how did you feel? What's going through your mind at that particular time?
What was going through my mind was fear, panic, and a lot of negative thoughts. When you're getting bullied, you don't know what to do with those emotions. You don't know what to do. You're scared because you don't want to get hit. You don't want to get hurt the next day. So I was going through a lot of fear and panic in that time of my life.
Well, see, your words are resonating to me because, I was born in another country. When I first came to this country, I was being bullied. So when you're talking about fear, when you're talking about that anxiety, you don't want to get, into altercation, and, you don't want to let your parents down too, starting a fight because, you seem like a great kid and you are a great kid. And I know exactly those emotions that overwhelm you. And a lot of people don't understand it unless they're actually physically going through it. And, I'm proud of you. I'm so, so proud of you because you took that negative and you turned it into something positive. You went back, you looked for an answer from God. You got an answer. You came back the next day and you came so much stronger. You have a mindset at such a young age that I think is absolutely phenomenal. And you're going to be amazing. You're going to be great at anything you do because of that foundation that your parents built up, because of that foundation that you established. And I'm super proud of you. I got so many questions running through my mind right now. Like I fired up. So I'm going to let Yoko take over a little bit because I'm just going to let it come out.
So you've already accomplished a lot at 11 years old. And I keep saying that because I want people to truly understand the power of success having no age limit. That's just an excuse. So by having you on the show, you have completely taken away 90% of everybody's excuse. All right. So, and that's one of the things that I truly love. So you were bullied, you reached this area of success, you went out into the field and you started destroying everything, blocking everything. You're this phenomenal athlete now. Who was someone you were looking up to or you were listening to that helped you in that process? Because there's always that particular mentor, that driving force. So who was it for you that really has done it for you and kept you motivated?
The persons that helped me get here to where I am today is my mom. She helped me go through all that pain. She prayed with me. She protected me. She comforted me. She was that shoulder I could cry on when I needed someone to.
Right.
I love that. I'm a mama's boy, so you're speaking to my soul. And listen, being a mama's boy is an amazing thing because everybody got a bad stereotype around a mama's boy. I think I'm pretty tough. I get into an octagon and I I'm professional athletes, for a living. And, I love that. That just means that you're in touch with your caring side. And most importantly, you have a good foundation of good people that love you and care about you. Now, I'm going to take it a step further because I'm a mama's boy too. And so this is near and dear to my heart. Now, there's two things you got in common with me. I love Les Brown. That was one of the first speakers that I listened to. And I'm a mama's boy. So how did you get the two together as far as, reaching out to Les Brown, going through his academy? How did that whole that whole process, that whole situation come about?
Well, how we got to the Les Brown event or how to become Les Brown certified, my mom and I, we were scrolling through Facebook and we had saw this new certification or new academy for Les Brown. We're like, wait, what? So we did some research. So after we're doing some research, we find out that this is going to be the second year and they're going to have it in July in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So I'm like, Mom, can we go? Can we please go? This is an opportunity of a lifetime. So she invested in me and we made a gold mine out of it. So she booked the tickets and when the time came, I got to speak on stage with Les Brown and his daughter, Ona Brown.
That's phenomenal. That is awesome, man. I'm so excited. Tell our listeners what the truth has in store for them, because you have a lot going on, man. Tell these listeners that. Let them know where they can find you, what you have next in store for you. There's so much that's going through my head. I'm so proud of you, man.
I teach people how to invest in the stock market so I can help other young Black men at age 20 or Black athletes, to be more exact, and help them how to become financially free, how to manage their own money. Because a lot of young Black men at that age don't know what to do with their money. They're on their own, and they don't know what to do with their life. They don't know what they want to do. And if they're going to be athletes and they end up going to the NFL, I'm going to teach them how to manage their own money and continue to have their money grow for them and not spend it on material objects. So to sign up for my class, you can go to GPA Academy.biz. Again, you can go to GPA Academy.biz.
You guys all heard that. GPA Academy.base, right? We're going to make sure you put that in the link description.
Right.
I am so excited.
Yep.
You're touching on so many great things. You're touching on so many good things, because a lot of athletes do not realize that you have to make your money work for you. Being an athlete is such a short period of time in your life that you have to use that platform for good. And the fact that you're 11 years old and you have that down now, like,
way ahead of the game.
You're drowning out all the negatives. You're drowning out all of the excuses. Like Miyoko said, there is no excuse. If you want to be successful, you need to have that mindset. And age is not a factor, because you are living proof of that. You are showing that you can reach above, far and beyond your age, and make a success out of your life. And let me ask you this now. It's a lot of work doing what you're doing. How are you on time management? How do you find time to handle all of this? Because as adults, that's the first excuse that adults make, right? I don't have time. So you tell all these adult listeners right now, how does the truth figure out how to manage his time?
I figure out how to manage my time because I have my own schedule. My schedule is when I wake up in the morning, that's my time to do my schoolwork, have a little fun, take my walks, work out, and then at night I get busy. So when I go to sleep, I have all that knowledge in my head when I'm sleeping running through my subconscious.
I'm salivating, because like you're saying all of these powerful things, subconscious.
At 11 years old.
Most people don't realize that we are taught at such a young age, right? All of the things like go to school, get an education, get a good job, you're gonna be rich. Like that's how you get rich, and money don't grow on trees and this and that. But people don't realize that your subconscious is running all the time. And that's how I started doing my personal development, was reading books at night, listening to different speakers at night, trying to change that subconscious that so many people kind of shackle you and put you at a disadvantage unless you got good people around you who's constantly building you up and keep feeding your passions, feeding your dreams. And I am so blown away. How did you figure out this subconscious? Where did you get it from? Because I had to learn it from somebody. Who was fortunate enough to hand that off to you?
Well, potentially my mom did, because back when she was an athlete, she used to listen to motivate speakers when she was still boxing.
See, I didn't even know Mom was a boxer.
I didn't know Mom was a boxer. Go ahead, Miss Janelle.
I know. You go ahead. Listen, we're going to have to get Mom on this podcast with you.
Yes.
I know Mom's not too far. Listen,
where's Mom at?
I know Mom has got to be near there. Like that. Now I'm a fan of Mom too now.
Mom's not going to be coming, but if you want her to come, you have to ask Raising a Moat.
Raising a Moat. We're gonna have to hit Mom up on the through her PR and all that stuff. We're gonna have to make this happen.
Great.
So, all the time on this show, Christian, you have been absolutely amazing. I thank you so much for coming on the show. And like I said before, you are dispelling the myths that you have to be a certain age to be successful. There are so many barriers you are breaking down just by your presence and just by your accomplishments and just by your being here. And that's what constitutes a real leader, because you are affecting lives regardless of whether you know it or not. Just by what you're accomplishing, you are breaking down so many barriers for so many other people that want to do some of the things that you're doing that may be 12 or 13 or 14, that may be misunderstood by people in their environment. So they can look at you as an example of hope and as an example of saying, okay, if Christian is doing it, I can do it. So that is very powerful in and of itself. But we have reached the point of our show where we issue a challenge. So we have this thing on our show, Christian, where we don't want to just motivate. We don't want to just talk about tools. We want you to leave with something applicable and manageable that you can take throughout your life that's going to get you to a level of success. So we issue a challenge at the end of every show we do. So a lot of people are going to be listening to this. A lot of people are going to be, wow, their mouths are going to be dropping because it's this 11-year-old individual that's doing all these things. So amazing things. We want you to challenge our audience today with something that they can do right now that's going to make a difference in their life. So the stage is yours. The floor is yours. Go for it.
The challenge is to sign up for my course so I can teach you how to become financially free. Because at this time, too many of us have been mentally changed, physically changed, and we're not financially free. We're keeping each other in these chains. And I want to help you become financially free and help you get to the next level and help you make money in your sleep. So sign up for my course at the GPA Academy.biz. If you're ready in your sleep, go to the GPA Academy.biz so I can teach you how to trade in the stock market.
Powerful stuff. You heard it here, man. GPA Academy.biz. Make sure you go ahead. Where can listeners follow you on social media and all that stuff?
You can go to my Instagram, The Truth 2024. My Instagram is The Truth 2024. And my Facebook is the Christian The Truth Jones.
All right, Christian. Thank you so much for being on the show. Eddie, this was fantastic, man. I mean, how often can you get somebody in his age with the accomplishments that he's done? I can't say it enough. We're breaking barriers here, man.
I'm blown away.
This is the no excuse episode, Christian. The no excuse episode. You took away the excuses from me, from Eddie, for anybody on the planet. Okay? So I want you to know exactly how valuable this show has actually been just by having you on, man. So I definitely appreciate it. I wish you much success. Let's keep in touch. Tell your mom, Miss Janelle, I said what's up. And thank you for raising such an amazing son. And I'm sure this won't be the last that we hear from you, man. And best wishes. Let's keep in touch. Let's circle back. And that's all I got, Eddie, if you want to close out with anything.
I'm blown away. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Once again, listeners, you're listening to Art of Winning Show. Make sure you call in. Make sure you follow the Truth's journey. We're truly blessed to have you on. And I'm proud of the young man that you're developing and you're going to continue to be. Thank you so much.